All right, welcome back, YouTube. We have another little project here today on the 2005 Honda Accord that you guys saw me work on not too long ago. This is the same car that had the accident, front end accident, and I replaced the headlight, bumper, and in the winter time, I started hearing a little bit of a whiny noise, especially in the morning, the real cold mornings, and the steering, as you turn it, makes this whiny noise. And so I'm going to turn it on in a little bit so you guys can hear it. But I think I know exactly what the problem is, and we're going to go through it. All right. All right, so first and foremost, this is your steering fluid pump right here. And you have these two low pressure and high pressure lines that move the steering fluid from this reservoir right here. It's a power steering fluid reservoir, and it moves it into the system. And that's what allows you to turn your steering wheel with ease. And so usually after 100,000 miles on some of these cars, there's a O-ring that's inside of these two low pressure and high pressure lines that typically wear out. And you got to replace it, or else you're going to have air making its way through the system, right? These two lines are pressurized. And so when that seal is not as good as it used to be, you're going to have air leaking into the system, which is what makes that whining noise that you guys are going to hear in a minute when I start the car. And one thing you'll notice is in your reservoir, you're going to notice like bubbles. So right now you're not going to see it because it looks good, but I'm going to turn it on and give it a couple minutes, and you're going to see the bubbles showing up, which is basically air. Air is making it into your reservoir. All right, well, I hope you guys heard that, right? You heard the whining noise when I started the car. So let's go over a couple of things that you guys are going to need. So first and foremost, you're going to need a 10 millimeter for this bolt right here, and also for this one and this one, okay? And this is the product that I bought online. It's basically two O-rings. You guys can see right there. So orange one and a black one. The orange one goes on this side, and then the black one goes on that side. And this is the product, so you guys can see it if you want to. I got it from Amazon. So, and we're gonna go ahead and take this off, and then we'll go from there. And it's probably a good idea for you to get something a little sharp. I'm gonna use this because to get the O-ring off, you have to you gotta get into the groove and pull it out. Okay. All right. So. There you go. It's a 10 mil right there. All right. Also, I'm gonna recommend that you get a rag, mainly because when you pull this out, it's not pressurized anymore. But when you pull this out, this might be a little bit of power steering fluid that leaks out. So you want to make sure you have a rag with you. All right. So let's go ahead and take this out. Interesting. This one's actually black. I thought it'd be orange or something, but it's black. You guys see that? All right. All right, once you put that O-ring back on, you got to be careful with this because I've heard that you can snap this off. So just use first hand tighten it back on. Okay, and then there's no torque specs or anything. You just tighten this back on and just make sure that it's secure. All right. Yeah, don't tighten it too much. Don't want to. If you snap this off, you're gonna have to replace this whole thing. So don't do that. All right. So next up, we're gonna go ahead and take this off real quick and see what's going on there. And once you break it, once you break the bolt, you can just use your hand to take it off. Real easy. Try not to drop the bolt. If you drop it, that's gonna be a problem. There we go. There's two of them right there. And try to secure them somewhere so you don't lose them. I'm putting it in my pocket. All right, get your rag. All right, now you guys see that right there? Hope you guys can see it. This is the other O-ring that you gotta get out, the black one. It's a bigger O-ring. All right. So I'm gonna take this off. This is what you need this tool for. All right, looks like I'm gonna need something sharper, so I'll be right back. All right, I was able to use this. It's the flathead to get it out. Okay, you just gotta pry it out, and boom, there you go. So now I'm gonna replace it. Looks like it's about the same size. Yep, it's about the same size. I'm gonna go ahead and replace it with this one, this brand new one, and put it right back. And one thing I will say is to make sure to lubricate these O-rings. You know, and you can lubricate it with the oil that's already there. Okay. Yeah, don't need to reinvent the wheel here. Okay. Make sure it's clean as possible, but lubricated at the same time. And we're gonna go ahead and put this back on. All right, and it should snap right back on. Boom, you're gonna hear it snap, and that's it. All right, let's go ahead and tighten it up. Yeah, for this one, try to tighten it up. Don't tighten it all the way on one end and then try to, no, just do it, use your hand, tighten it up here, and then torque one, torque the other one. So there you go. So now I got two of them in. Go ahead and torque it just a little bit. And then, there you go, torque this one. And then come right back around and finish it off. Okay. I think we're good. All right, that's it. We're gonna start it up, and you might have to go and buy some more stern fluid and top it off, which I'm gonna go do right now. And I'm going to drive it on and make sure there's no bubbles. Alright guys, it is the next day, and yeah, I think it worked because you don't see any bubbles. Yeah, you don't see any bubbles, and when you turn the steering wheel, you're not going to hear any like loud noises at all. So this worked out pretty well. So you guys go ahead and give it a shot, and I'm pretty sure it'll work for you as well too. And we're out.